That's mental. Except this. They're taking temperatures at McDonald's now as well. I don't want anyone like that near me, so... You may need to excuse me in this video because I have the biggest, most painful ulcer in my mouth. So if I look like I'm talking funny or like messing with my mouth, that's why. I really wanted to film today. I mean, I've wanted to film every day for the past like 7 days, but I really don't know how to address this. I don't want to come off as like a fucking reporter or know-it-all or conspiracy theorist or even like trying to spread panic. Like, that's just not why I'm making this video. I want to make this because I get a lot of questions about it. Obviously, a lot of people know I'm in China, especially on like Instagram. I think it's important to like share the inside view, even though, by the way, I'm not in Wuhan, I'm not in Hubei province. I'm actually down in South China in Guangdong province in Guangzhou city. So my perception of this is not anywhere near the level that Wuhan are dealing with it right now. So before we get properly into it, I want to check the current figures. I know that the situation has escalated dramatically. So I'm screen recording this now. I'm going to do my absolute best to translate this because my Chinese reading skills isn't that good either. I believe the red number is the amount of infected cases. This is just in China. Oh, wait, let me check. Yeah, this is just China. So 7,753. The orange section is suspected cases, I believe. Is that blue or black? But the next number along, I believe, is deaths. And the next green number are recovered. Oh, by the way, today is the 30th of Jan. So this is the current figures as of today. And if you scroll down, you can see everywhere individually all the different cities and provinces. So this is my province. And my city is the second one down, Guangzhou. Oh, my voice. Now, this is just my personal opinion on those figures, especially after doing some research. There's some quite interesting videos that are, well, trying to be shut down on Chinese media, but I believe they're on like YouTube and Twitter, who are giving like their side of the story and kind of explaining the situation from within. And judging what they're saying, those figures don't match what's really happening there. I can't speak for the rest of China, but according to them, let's just say for argument's sake that we believe them, then there's 10 times more cases than that. But that's for you to decide to believe or not. Right, but enough of me chatting about probably what you already know. Let's head outside. I want to go to the supermarket. I want to go to the mall. I can show you what it's like outside. People think it's a wasteland everywhere in China, but really, there are folk about, just not many, and a lot of masks and temperature checks and less food on the shelves. But let's go. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath, but I'm finally getting to the place I want to be at. The roads are dead. The roads are the weirdest part, because this is usually jam-packed. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath. Oh, get your shit together, Chloe. This mask doesn't help. Makes breathing just a tiny bit more difficult. Also, it's very sunny, but this mask is apparently the only one that definitely is effective. There's also another one that is effective but not as much, but these are basically sold out everywhere. This is actually my last one, so I really don't know what I'm going to do after this one. But yeah, I'm almost at the mall now. Also, bear in mind that well, it's been the Chinese New Year holiday, which means it's exceptionally quiet in Guangzhou as everyone goes back to their hometown. The Chinese New Year holiday has now been extended. Also in Guangdong, in my province, companies aren't allowing their employees back to work until at least the 10th of February. And I believe that some educational institutions are even later than that. Yeah, I believe some schools and training centres will start back even later than the 10th, so I personally don't have any work at the moment. I've had some writing jobs to do that I can do at home, but in terms of teaching, I have nothing, no plans, no return dates. So that's quite like concerning for me personally. So this means mask. I've been learning some Chinese characters because you see them everywhere. So I'm just heading down to the supermarket now, but my temperature was not checked when I came into the mall. I don't know why. They usually do it at the mall entrance and the supermarket entrance, but apparently not today. So as you can see, the supermarket is not particularly busy. It's also not particularly quiet. I guess if we're going to talk for a Chinese New Year holiday, it's busy. But let's go check out the produce. I've seen pictures also in Guangzhou where there's just like no fruit, no veg, nothing on the shelves. It looks pretty stocked up here, no? But to be fair, it's not bad in the grand scheme of things. Look, there's plenty. Except this. So I just grabbed a McCafe coffee. If you know me, I am still utterly obsessed with McCafe coffees, and of course even during an outbreak I'm gonna come and grab one. Okay, so the guy's taking temperatures now, but he missed me. But whilst I was in McDonald's, McCafe, there was no one at the register, and I was like, maybe, you know, they're not serving coffee today. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and then this woman ran up to me and took my temperature, like a McDonald's woman. And I was like, fuck. So they're taking temperatures at McDonald's now as well, which the funny thing about that is, I mean, I totally am for it all, like wearing masks and taking temperatures, like absolutely I'm all for it. But one of the most recent discoveries was that you can carry, oh hello, you can't see me, let me go in the shadow. Yeah, one of the most recent discoveries was that you can carry this virus for up to 14 days without showing any symptoms. That includes a fever. So you really can't see me, I'm so sorry. So the only thing about that is people could be walking around, grabbing flights, getting trains, buses, all of that jazz, carrying the coronavirus, but not showing any symptoms or not reading a high temperature. So it is a little bit worrying, I'm not gonna lie. My building is not fucking about. How creepy. Why have they like took photos of it? I suppose like for proof. But they're just telling everyone that they've like disinfected all the elevators, corridors, and the car park. I thought just before I sit down and like chat to you about like my personal opinions on certain things that are cracking up in China, I thought I'd just show you what I've been doing every day to like boost my immune system, make sure that I'm healthy, make sure that I'm constantly fighting whatever's in my body, just in case anyone else is living in China and, I don't know, get some advice. So every day I've been having one of these vitamin C tablets alongside one of these magnesium tablets. Now the only problem with these are, if you can see, they are 240 milligrams. Now I read somewhere that you're supposed to have 1,000 milligrams. Is it milligrams? MG? It is milligrams, right? Milligrams of vitamin C if you're trying to boost your immune system or fight disease. So I have ordered some 1,000 milligram ones from Taobao, but nothing on Taobao will ship until at least the 12th? The 2nd. Also, if I don't have those, I'll substitute it for one Barocca. I try not to use up these too much because you can't get them here. And then of course, alongside this, I've been having lots of fruit. What have I got in my fridge today? Yeah, I have a brand new pack of strawberries and some grapes. So yeah, throughout the day, lots of water, tea. I've been having a lot of herbal tea. But yeah, that's personally what I've been doing to try and keep my health good. This is new to me. Like, I've never experienced like having my temperature taken 3 times in a day and whole provinces being quarantined. That's like 50 million people. And that to me is when I start to question, What? Look at her just like absolutely biting the crap out of me. Stop. No, that's not nice. Go on. No, it's not nice. That's when I start to question everything. Like a whole province, like 50 million people. Like before it was just Wuhan, which was apparently the size of London. And just to imagine London being quarantined, just imagine that for a second. Obviously England friends, that's mental. And this was 2 days before Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, which is basically their Christmas. Imagine 2 days before Christmas, 23rd of fucking December, you quarantine in London, you can't leave, no one can come in, no one can go out. Can you imagine that? That's mad. Like, that's mental. And it's really sad for those in Wuhan and Hubei. Like currently, I'm not quarantined. Like, I can leave the city if I need to. But I'm still sat here being like, oh, I have to go downstairs to get my delivery, to get my takeaway. And, oh, I can't go anywhere because it's all, like, shut. And then I'm like, wait a minute. There's people who are, like, literally inside their apartment, can't leave. There's a mask shortage. They're worried about if they get ill because then they'll have to go to the hospital. People are waiting up to like 11 hours to be seen, just to be seen and tested. Like, you might not even have the virus, but people are too afraid to go because then they're afraid they're gonna catch the virus. Like, everything's just mad there. Like, I can't imagine that. Like, I'm afraid for myself in case I get ill and have to go to the hospital. I'm afraid of that in Guangzhou, and there's like, what? I can't remember the number now, but X amount of people infected here, and I'm worried about it. I can't imagine what people are going through, and that is when it annoys me when I see people online throwing around these horrible things about these people. You know, oh, they should all get wiped out anyway, it's about time, it's karma, blah blah blah. Like, that to me, like, if you're one of those people who said that online or wrote a comment or even fucking thought it, you can fucking unsubscribe. You can even dislike this video. I don't give a crap. I don't want anyone like that around me. I think it's toxic. I think it's disgusting. It shows your uneducation on the world as well. Like, I don't want anyone like that near me. So you know where the door is. You can just, but yeah, stay safe, wear your mask, don't panic, follow the proper precautions, boost your immune system, eat your greens, eat your fruit, take your vitamin C, drink plenty of water. Do you know that? That's Pumpkin sat on my laptop. Have you not got all the attention? Okay, see ya.